Well, ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts Rata and Co auction here at number 6 Kumara Circuit in South Morang. By way of introduction, my name is Robert Ozzimo and I proudly represent the company of Harcourts Rata and Co. Joined here today by my award-winning team in blue, the best team in the north. Should you require their advice throughout today's proceedings, please feel free to approach either Cheryl, Lou, Valley, Sebastian and of course Mr. Daniel Taylor, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of meeting throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you the following announcements which in place help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that remain available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, and the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. That, buyers, is the day that you're handed the keys. You can finally call number 6 Kumara your very own. So buyers, is with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. The market remains strong in 2026, as is evidenced by the enormous amount of growth that we've had here in South Morang, and for very good reason, because here in this pocket we've got access to everything that you need to create great lifestyle and access to everything that you need to secure capital growth well into the future. Plenty of parkland in the surrounding streets, good options when it comes to shopping, not the least of which is Westfield Plenty Valley. You'll also find South Morang Station providing simple access into the city there, and of course great schooling options within easy reach. The property itself, easy to fall in love with, absolutely nothing to do. It's the ideal package for a first home buyer. It's the ideal package for an investor. It's the ideal opportunity for you and your family today to bid, to buy, to get the sold sticker up on the board. If that is your goal, buyers, now is your time to reserve that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 6 Kumara? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. It's the birds chirping away. You have a moment here to secure the box seat, to show the competition that the keys belong to you, buyers, to start from a position of strength. I don't mind the call, I'm in your hands. If you're here to buy, this is your moment, your time. I've had my say. We're certainly here to sell. Time for you to have yours now. At 730,000, the strong start now at 730 the bid. At 730,000, the bid's here at 730. At 730,000 in front and centre at 730. At 730,000, fairly been offered now. There's the bid. There's the competition. The opportunity lays with you all at 730,000 now. Once at 730, are we done? At 730,000, second call at 730 the bid. Done. Finished at 730,000. Where was that? At 40. Welcome and best of luck at 40 now. Some competition for you here at 40. At 740,000, the bid's there. Cross the road, opportunity back in front at 740,000 now. At 740,000, fairly bid and often the bid's there against you. One bid not enough here today. At 740,000. At 740 and 50 got, no, I'm taking 10. Can I say 50? At 740 at 50 got now. At 750,000 puts you ahead. Also puts the keys in your pocket, because we are on the market and selling here today. At 750,000, the bid's here, the keys are here. We sell away at 750,000. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now or forever hold your peace, because we sell at 760,000. Welcome, never too late till the hammer falls. At 760,000, fairly been offered now at 760 the bid. At 760,000. At 760,000, make absolutely no mistake about it here today. We are selling at 760. At 763, at 763, at 763, okay with me. At 760, at 70 now, at 770,000, at 770,000, fairly been offered now at 770 the bid. At 770 the bid, now we're on the market, we're selling here today at 770, bids there, keys are there, we sell, was that 3, sir? at 770,000, at 773 now, at 773,000, fairly been offered now, at 80 was that, at 80 got, at $780,000 the bid, at 780 the bid. The small bids aren't working for you, sir, try big one, at 780,000, we're on the market and selling. No halftime break here today. If you're waiting for me to go inside and seek instructions, that won't happen. I've got my instructions, they are to sell, at 780, the keys remain here, at 780,000, if you've come to buy, show me now, we sell, 780 the bid, once at 780,000, done. Second call, 780 the bid, done. At 781, and welcome back in at 781 the bid, at 781,000, at 781,000, fairly been offered now, at 90 now, and another great bid at 90, at 790, 800 might be the limit of the competition there, at 790,000, if it is, you want to arrive there first, at 790 the bid, and the bid's behind now, at 790,000, fairly been offered now at 90, at 790,000, fairly been offered once at 790, all done. We're definitely done over here. We're done over here. Thank you very much for your bid here today. At 790,000, second call at 790 the bid. For the third and final call at 790 the bid, all done. All finished. All silent out at 790. Another one, sir. 791, can we say? See if they've got 800 in them. Or perhaps 790 is the limit there. At 790,000, you're definitely done. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding here today. At 790,000, once, twice, third, final call at 790. The bid, all done, all finished, all silent and out. We are selling, selling, selling. Sold, congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata and Co auction. Have a great weekend. See you again soon. Thank you. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.
Come back and grab you.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. Well bid. Thank you.